Hello and welcome to the first episode of The Builder's Bench, where we break down common issues with today's automatic transmissions. I'm Alex Crissey, editor of Transmission Digest, and with me here is Rino Partipilo from ATSG. He's going to be our technical expert for this video series.
Hi Alex, thank you for having me.
Yeah, pleasure. For this episode, Rino's going to talk us through an issue that ATSG is frequently seeing with Ford 10R80 transmissions. So Rino, why don't you walk us through it?
All right, thanks Alex. We're going to take a look at the 10R80, which is a rear-wheel drive or four-wheel drive unit, and it's a 10-speed forward gear system with reverse. Okay, now this issue started coming out as soon as the production day started in 2017. Now this transmission uses skip shift technology, so sometimes it's hard to pinpoint which clutch could be having an issue with. And what I mean by that is that there is more than one clutch pack on at any time during the shifts, and it can be difficult to figure out where your problem is at. As we can see in the application chart over here, in first gear we have two sets of clutches on and the sprag holding. Once we get past second gear, there are 4 of the 6 clutch packs that could be on at any given time.
So Rino, you mentioned a common issue or common codes that come up with this unit.
That's right, Alex. Most of the codes that we're seeing with these things is PO734, which is an incorrect gear ratio in 4th gear. Also, we get PO7 Frank 7, which is an incorrect gear ratio in 10th gear. Now, when we go to take the transmission apart, we sometimes will see that one of the sealant rings on the 3rd gear sungear shaft is damaged. Now we might think that might be the only problem there. It was an assembly problem at the plant or something like that, but we need to look a little bit deeper because that is not the problem. There's something that causes this problem, this ring to get damaged like that. What happens is there's a CDF drum in this transmission. Now the CDF drum sits over that sun gear shaft, and there's a sleeve or bushing, some people will call it a bushing, on the inner part of that shaft. And what it does is it moves out of position. Now, 2 things happen when that happens. One thing will happen is that ring is no longer supported onto that sleeve. And so while the drum is spinning around, it will actually grab that ring and distort it. The other thing that can happen with that is the sleeve can actually spin and block off some of the feed holes. Okay? And what will happen then is when the feed holes are blocked off, not enough clutch oil volume goes to the clutch pack to apply the appropriate amount of clutches. Again, looking at the apply chart over here, as we see on this transmission, when it goes to shift into 4th gear, the F clutch is what's supposed to actually come on. But since the sealing ring is damaged at that point, there's not enough oil going to the clutches, and that's why it will not apply the clutch fully at that. And that's when we will get the gear ratio. Now, Ford has come up with a fix for this. What they did was they redesigned the drum to have a no-walk collar on there. It's like a little lip on the inside of the drum that will stop the sleeve from moving out of position. Okay, now we've heard some stories, some people have worked on these transmissions and they have changed that drum, and they actually have came back with gear ratio codes all pertaining to that CDF drum.
So why is that?
Well, what happens is, and what we have found out is that even though the drum has been updated to the newer style with the no walk lip on there, the problem is still with that drum. The only difference is now is that the sleeve now spins inside that drum and blocks off the feed hole. So keep in mind when you're working on one of these transmissions that even though you maybe change the drum on there with the updated drum, or a vehicle comes in a later model style with the updated drum on there, there still can be an issue with that CDF drum.
That is good to keep in mind. And that will do it for this episode of The Builder's Bench. Tune in again next time for more transmission technical tips.